we've always done that here.
Really?
Like here, we've always done that with 7-on-7 as well as team. We've always kept track because I wanted the quarterbacks to always see where they were. Because I never wanted the quarterback with, coach, you not give me the reps. Son, you're throwing for 30% completion percent.
I want to see him.
Yeah.
And the fact that whatever those training camp stats are worth, and maybe it's
Deion Sanders just let it all out. And this time, it was about his son, Shedeur Sanders. In a raw, emotional moment caught during training camp coverage, Coach Prime finally spoke his truth. And man, he didn't hold back. With that fire only a proud father could have, Deion shut down every single critic in one breath. He called out the talk about Shedeur being unprepared for what it really was. Straight up nonsense from people who've never seen what real dedication looks like. Then came the bombshell. Deion revealed that Shedeur told him not to come to his training sessions. Not because of ego, but because he wanted to earn everything himself. No cameras, no comfort, no daddy helping hand. He didn't want a spotlight, he wanted a fight. That's next level hunger right there. Coach Prime said his son's not chasing validation, he's chasing greatness. No shortcuts, no excuses, just sweat, bruises, and pure heart. He's a fighter, Deion said, his voice cutting with that same old school energy that built legends. And when he talked about Shedeur's mindset, you could feel the pride in every word. He said his son doesn't wait for doors to open, he kicks them down. Every drill, every rep, every drop of sweat means something to him. And now that nonstop grind has finally paid off. After weeks of pushing through injuries, doubt, and nonstop noise, Shedeur's moment has finally arrived. And Deion Sanders says his son's grabbing it with both hands. This wasn't just some emotional father bragging about his kid. This was a legendary coach recognizing a young quarterback who refused to fold when the heat turned up. Deion's energy for this preseason is through the roof. He called it the turning point in Shedeur's career, the moment everything changes. No more sitting on the bench, no more development phase, no more hiding that cannon of an arm. It's go time, plain and simple. We're gonna have to play, and I know my boy, he gonna get that ball down the field. I know him, Deion said with that classic confidence that only Coach Prime can deliver. This preseason isn't just a tune-up, it's Shedeur's declaration. His chance to step into the spotlight, take the reins, and show the league that what he built in college wasn't hype. It was a blueprint for greatness. Deion made it crystal clear. This is where his son reminds the world who he really is. Not just a quarterback with flash, but a mentality monster. Deion made one thing crystal clear. Nothing was handed to Shedeur. No freebies, no favoritism, no shortcuts. When his son played under him, Deion wasn't standing on the sideline just clapping like a proud dad. He was the coach holding him to a higher standard than anyone else. When Shedeur's accuracy slipped or his energy wasn't hitting that elite level, Deion didn't hesitate for a second. He'd yank him back immediately. No pity reps, no free passes, no because he's my son treatment. Every single snap had to be earned through sweat and toughness. There were days when Shedeur had to sit on that bench, frustrated and boiling inside, forced to dig deeper, but that's exactly what forged him. Deion wasn't trying to break his son. He was building something stronger than talent. He was building character. Tough love, he said, that's what creates real players. That pressure, that grind, that fire. It's what shaped Shedeur into the calm, composed, unshakable competitor we see today. Deion broke down how that philosophy carried Shedeur from a college star into a full-blown professional threat. He said the lessons weren't just about football, they were about life. Every early morning workout, every late-night film session, every time Shedeur wanted to quit but didn't, those were the moments that built the man behind the helmet. Coach Prime said he watched his son transform right before his eyes. The kid who once needed guidance became a leader, not just by words, but by example. He don't chase approval, Deion said, his voice cutting through the noise. He earns respect. You could feel the pride in every syllable, the kind that only comes from watching someone turn pain into power. Deion revealed that Shedeur's been operating on a whole different level lately, reading defenses like a veteran.
Gabriel, who, through no fault of his own, commits one of my cardinal sins of quarterbacking, which is he's tiny. And so, I mean, he's tiny.
Commanding the huddle with pure confidence and refusing to let the moment be too big for him. That old school mindset, that discipline, that I'll die on this field before I fold energy. That's what separates him now. And when Deion said, this boy built for pressure, he meant it. You could tell this wasn't hype, it was prophecy. Shedeur isn't just stepping into the spotlight, he's owning it. The days of doubting him are done because this version of Shedeur Sanders, he's locked in, fearless, and coming for everything. Deion didn't stop there. He went even deeper, dropping truth bombs about what's really driving his son. He said Shedeur's not chasing fame, he's chasing respect, the kind that isn't given with contracts or clout, but earned through blood, sweat, and silence when the cameras aren't rolling. He don't talk about it, he be about it, Deion said, his tone sharp, proud, and deadly serious. That right there hit different because everyone knows this generation loves to talk big online. But Shedeur, he's out there doing the work while others post about it. No fake hustle, no ego trips, just business. Deion explained that his son's confidence comes from preparation, not praise. You can't shake a man who's done the work, he said, and that's exactly what's making NFL insiders nervous. They're seeing a young quarterback who's got the talent, the mindset, and the mental toughness to walk into any locker room and take over. Coach Prime said it plain, the league better get ready because this isn't some social media hype train. This is years of grinding, countless reps, and unbreakable focus about to explode on the field. Shedeur Sanders isn't just stepping into the NFL dream, he's about to redefine what it looks like. This ain't luck, this is legacy in motion, and Deion made sure everyone knows it's just getting started. And just when people thought Deion had said it all, he dropped the real shocker, the part that silenced every critic in the room. He said that behind all the cameras and attention, Shedeur's been quietly training with NFL-level intensity for months. No hype team, no PR setup, just raw work, sweat, and film study until sunrise. People see the highlights, Deion said, but they don't see the grind. They don't see my boy throwing till his hands bleed, studying film like a scientist, eating pressure for breakfast. His voice cracked with pride, but it wasn't soft. It was that proud warrior tone that comes from knowing the world is finally about to witness what he's seen all along. He said Shedeur's mindset is dangerous in the best way. Laser focused, no distractions, no fake love, just locked in on proving he belongs with the best of the best. Deion smiled and said, he don't need motivation. He is motivation. And that's when you realize this isn't just another father hyping his kid. This is Coach Prime calling his shot, the way legends do. The kind of confidence that shakes rooms and makes headlines. Because when Deion talks like that, you can feel it.
Because he has found himself with Kenny Pickett, who is not an NFL quarterback. He's flatly not an NFL quarterback. We have seen it every chance he's had, every opportunity he's had to play.
The storm's coming and Shedeur Sanders is about to make the whole league feel it. Deion said it's never been about making his sons the best. It's about teaching them to give their best every single day. He preached effort over ego, discipline over comfort, and growth over perfection. Every drill, every meeting, every long night watching film carried the same message. You are the best when you give your best. That's the Prime blueprint. No excuses, no shortcuts, just pure effort and accountability. And Deion didn't run from the tough part either. The line between being a dad and being a coach. From day one, he laid it out straight. Once they step on that field, the father-son bond stays off it. Ain't no family card out there, he told Shedeur. No dad, just coach. That line wasn't blurry. It was bold, intentional, and built on respect. He wanted his son to feel the weight of real pressure. No special treatment, no soft landings, no free passes because of the last name. Deion made sure Shedeur understood that greatness never grows in comfort. It's built in fire. And every time Shedeur got tested, he came back sharper, calmer, stronger. That separation between father and coach wasn't about being cold. It was about preparing him for a world where nothing's handed to you. And now those lessons are exploding into reality because Deion's words aren't just proud dad talk anymore. They're echoing across the entire NFL. Analysts, insiders, and even former players are all starting to say the same thing. He's ready. Put him in. That's the chant echoing across every network and podcast right now. The buzz is way too loud to ignore. And leading that charge is none other than sports analyst Nick Wright, who didn't sugarcoat anything. He said it plain. Shedeur Sanders deserves to be the starter. And this wasn't hype. It wasn't favoritism. It was facts. Wright broke it down with cold, brutal logic that hit the NFL world like a slap. He compared Shedeur's performance against names like Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Joe Flacco. And according to him, it's not even close. Wright didn't hold back for a second when talking about Pickett either. He said Pickett's had chance after chance to prove he's the guy, and he still hasn't done it. Pickett ain't the answer, Wright said, and it landed like a truth bomb that no one could dodge. But the comparison that really turned heads, the one that had fans rewinding clips, Wright said Shedeur might be new, but he's already showing more polish, more poise, and more professionalism than some of the veterans. His timing, his accuracy, his control under pressure, it all screams NFL ready. And when the conversation turned to Joe Flacco, Wright went in hard. Despite the Super Bowl ring, despite the veteran leadership tag, Wright basically said that era's done. It's crazy to think that just a few months ago, people were doubting Shedeur Sanders, and now top analysts are begging for him to take the reins. The buzz is real, the energy's electric, and the belief is spreading like wildfire across the entire football world. The message couldn't be louder. Shedeur Sanders isn't next up. He's ready right now. Nick Wright made that crystal clear. He said while Joe Flacco's veteran experience might still hold some value as a mentor, there's no world where he should be starting over a young gun like Shedeur Sanders. Wright didn't sugarcoat a single word. He called it exactly how it is. He said Shedeur brings something no aging vet can match: energy, mobility, and that dangerous upside.
And they know they had to be, my deal with my kids, you don't have to be the best, but you got to give me your best.
That's all.
I know your best. I know your best. You can't tell me.
He's the kind of quarterback who lights up a locker room, lifts teammates, and gets the whole stadium on its feet. Wright painted the picture perfectly. Flacco's had his moment in the sun, but that chapter's closed. The league's evolved. It's quicker, sharper, and full of hungry talent. And Shedeur fits that new wave perfectly. Meanwhile, Shedeur isn't waiting for an opportunity. He's creating one. Wright said, "You can't teach hunger," and that kid's got it in every snap. That line hit hard because it's the truth. Hunger like that can't be coached, it's born. And when Wright shifted the focus to Dillon Gabriel, he stayed fair. He praised Gabriel's clean mechanics, high football IQ, and flashes of promise. But the difference? Shedeur doesn't just flash potential. He commands the spotlight like he's been here for years. But then came the hard truth, the kind that hits different when it's real. Wright pointed out that Dillon Gabriel's size could become a serious limitation once the real Sunday pressure hits. He's got solid tools and a sharp football mind, but Wright said it straight. Maybe he's just not built for the grind. It wasn't hate, it was realism, and that's what made it sting even more. With all that laid out, Wright didn't hesitate for a second before driving his point home. Shedeur Sanders should be the guy leading this team. Not tomorrow, not eventually, right now. Wright said this conversation isn't just about stats, it's about presence. Shedeur doesn't just play the position, he commands it. Even when the numbers don't explode off the page, his poise, confidence, and leadership speak louder than any highlight reel ever could. Wright said Shedeur's composure and preparation already separate him from every other name in the mix. And when the stats did come up, that's when things got undeniable. Wright broke down the training camp numbers and said they might not tell the full story. But patterns never lie. And with Shedeur, that pattern screams consistency, high completion rates, elite decision-making under pressure, and noticeable improvement every single session. He's sharper, faster, more efficient, every day. No flukes, no lucky throws, no one-hit wonders, just pure, high-level execution. Wright summed it up perfectly. In a league built on pressure, what separates backups from franchise leaders isn't flash, it's consistency. Right now, Shedeur Sanders is showing the kind of steady fire that dynasties are built around. Deion Sanders didn't leave a single ounce of doubt. His son is starving for this moment. He's not waiting for handouts, not hoping for favors. He's taking what he's earned one snap at a time. From the very first day of camp, Shedeur made it known. He's not there just to run drills or fill a jersey. He's there to make a statement. Every rep, every throw, every second on that field has purpose behind it. He's not leaning on the Sanders name. He's building his own legacy, brick by brick, play by play. Deion sees it all firsthand. Not just as a proud father, but as a coach watching his quarterback evolve into something special. He said Shedeur's hunger, his edge, that quiet intensity, it's what's setting him apart from everyone else. He don't need the noise, Deion said. He blocks it out and lets his work talk for him.
We have been through so much as a family, as athletes, that he is prepared for everything. The only thing that really hurt me, when they started the line and saying he wasn't prepared or he was this or he came in with headphones on. I know my sheep. I know my son. I know what I raised. I know better than that. Shedeur ain't never did nothing stupid like that. You know what he said? Let me do my time in private. I'm doing my time right now.
Man.
I got this. He said, when you come, hey, it's going to be all kind of bull junk. I said, you know what? I got you.
Right. Yeah.
So we directed the flight and we came on back to.
And man, that work is talking loud. Shedeur is showing more consistency than some veterans out there, reading defenses like a pro, adjusting mid-play like it's second nature, and running the offense with a calm confidence that's rare for someone this young. Those little details, the timing, the decisions, the poise, that's what turns a good quarterback into a franchise cornerstone. And Shedeur is proving he's got every single ingredient for it. The stats back him up, the attitude backs him up, the grind backs him up. And judging by everything we've seen so far, Shedeur Sanders isn't slowing down, not for a second. His rise is real, his drive is relentless, and his moment, it's coming fast, like a storm you can't stop. So here's the question. Is Deion's approach tough love, or is it the perfect formula for building a legend? Because from the looks of it, that fire and grind method is turning Shedeur into something the league hasn't seen in years. The buzz around him has officially exploded, and this time, it's not hype, it's momentum. Every major outlet, from ESPN to Cleveland's own local reporters, is covering his rise like it's the next big NFL breakthrough. You can feel it, the energy, the tension, the anticipation building with every throw. This isn't your usual camp standout story. This is something real happening inside that Browns facility. Even players are starting to take notice. Veterans who used to keep their distance are now giving Shedeur that subtle nod. That quiet respect you only earn through performance, not talk. Even defensive players are admitting it. He's forcing them to elevate. He's sharper than most rookies, one insider whispered during drills. And that's saying something. What's even wilder is how Shedeur carries himself. No arrogance, no fake swagger, just that calm, unshakable intensity. He's got that quiet fire that burns through doubt and commands attention without even trying. It's becoming clearer every day. Shedeur Sanders isn't just living off the Sanders name, he's redefining it. He's proving that Sanders doesn't just belong in highlight reels, it belongs in serious quarterback conversations. Even coach Kevin Stefanski, the man who once hesitated to give him more reps, is starting to change his tune. Word from inside camp says Stefanski's been genuinely impressed by Shedeur's discipline, command, and leadership during team huddles, and that's huge, coming from a coach known for playing it safe. The pressure is building fast, and the locker room energy is making it impossible for him to ignore what's happening right in front of him. Fans are feeling it too. Social media is flooded with clips, breakdowns, and fan-made edits hyping up Shedeur's preseason debut. People are calling him the Calm Storm. And honestly, that nickname fits perfectly. He's not out there making noise, he's out there making moves. Every decision, every throw, every moment, it's calculated and confident. It's starting to feel like the Browns might have just stumbled into the birth of a new era, and everyone can sense it coming. Shedeur's rise isn't luck, it's earned, it's deliberate, and it's growing louder by the day. Right now, it's impossible to ignore. Shedeur Sanders has become the story of the Browns' offseason. What started as whispers has turned into a full-blown movement. Reporters are camping out at practice just to catch one throw. Players on the defensive side are saying Shedeur Sanders is different. He's making reads like a seasoned vet, shifting protections, calling audibles, and hitting throws so sharp that even the coordinators have to double take. That's not normal rookie behavior. That's leadership in motion. Insiders say Deion's fingerprints are all over it. Every time Shedeur steps on that field, you can see the prime influence shining through. He's composed, strategic, and refuses to let pressure crack him. He's got that prime DNA, one staff member said, and they meant it. Cool under fire, laser focused through the chaos, and hungry for every challenge thrown his way. Shedeur's built for this life. Meanwhile, Coach Stefanski's dilemma is growing by the day. The so-called competition between Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders, it's not even close anymore. The balance has shifted, and everyone in the building knows it. The tape doesn't lie, and the team can feel the momentum changing in real time. Every crisp throw, every smart read, every time Shedeur commands that huddle like a veteran, it's pushing Stefanski closer to a decision he can't avoid much longer. And the fans, they're already there. Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, it's everywhere. The comment sections are lit up with fans saying, "Start Shedeur now," and "We've seen enough, give the kid the keys." It's rare to see an entire fan base rally behind a rookie this fast, but that's exactly what's happening in Cleveland. The question now is simple. Will the coaching staff ignite this fire or let it burn out on the sidelines? Because at this point, everyone's watching to see what happens next. So what do you think about Deion Sanders' tough love approach with Shedeur? Do you respect the fact that he draws that bold line between father and coach, keeping family completely out of football once they hit the field? That's not something you see every day in this league. And what about those moments where he held Shedeur accountable like any other player? No favoritism, no soft spots, just real coaching. Remember when he pulled him out of drills the second the standard slipped? Some fans call that exactly what the NFL needs more of. Real accountability, not politics. Others say it's too much pressure, that maybe it's hard when that kind of discipline comes from your own dad, but maybe that's the secret sauce, that balance between love and toughness, between pride and professionalism. That's what sets Coach Prime apart. He's not just shaping a quarterback, he's building a leader, someone who understands that respect isn't given, it's earned. And honestly, that mindset might just be the missing piece the Browns have been looking for. So now it's your turn. What's your take on all this? Do you think Coach Prime's approach is genius or a little too intense for family dynamics in football? Drop your thoughts down below because this debate's just getting started. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with every football fan you know. And we'll see you on the next one.